Someone is really embarrassed by the way they acted around you, by the way they treated you, by the way they spoke to you. They really had the wrong impression of you. Not that you gave off a bad first impression, it's more like they didn't realize how favored you were, how maybe socially elevated you are, definitely how spiritually elevated you are. They mistook your humble nature for you just being like lower status in their mind, like socially, maybe in a work or career setting. Um, and definitely in like a spiritual sense, like I said before, they just, I don't know, they got too comfortable too quick around you. And I think what is really embarrassing for them is that they were like kind of acting superior to you. They definitely have a superiority complex. And you are, it's just funny because you maybe have had this sort of experience with people before. So, because you're not going to go somewhere and like list your background, your resume, and all the things you do, and all the skills you have, and all the talents, and like all of this, like the spiritual stuff on top of it all. You're not going around just like, with your scroll of qualifications. So people don't really get to know you deeply until they take the time to. And there have been people in your life who've jumped, leapt to conclusions. They are so egotistical, like they think so highly of themselves, and they own like opportunists, right? Social climbers, people who just use people to get somewhere. That's this type of person. And they are so embarrassed now that they are no longer have access to you, and that no longer are you in their lives, of like how they acted towards you. And that is exactly why you show up humble. That's why you treat everyone the same. And that's why you don't feel the need to show off, because you get the blessing of seeing people for how they actually are. And you saw straight through this person. You saw the way they treated not just you, but other people, and how they shifted depending on like how they perceive the person they are talking to. And they just seem to, they come off so desperate, and they're starting to realize like, oh, like how wrong they have it. You are a huge example. You're a pivotal moment in their life. They want to reach out to you again, but they can't apologize, because it would crumble the ego, right? For them to apologize to you for the way they treated you. So they want to just kind of like smooth it over and act like everything's normal and fine, and just kind of like they've bumped you up a few classes in their mind and their little pea brain, but they are just so embarrassed. But let that be a lesson for them to always treat people equally and with respect and kindness, and to not try to take advantage of people. That's your protection, though. You are so shrouded that people, only the right people can see your brilliance and your gifts and your light, because people like that would try to take advantage of you immediately, because of opportunists. And so they're really embarrassed seeing how well you're doing now, seeing how far you've gone, maybe seeing some of the connections that you have. They're like, oh shoot. They're like, they feel like they missed an opportunity. They're like, oh shoot. But that's exactly what was supposed to happen. They were supposed to underestimate you. They weren't supposed to clock, right, your the essence of your being, because they would have tried to dim your light, steal from you in any way they could. So yeah, they're gonna have to go home embarrassed, tail between their legs. Sorry.